8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, 65.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Here we go. Black 80! Here we go. 13!
Oh, design run for their wideout. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, 49ers nothing.
Here we go. 180! Watch 54. 6-man. Check curls. 12. Check.
They'll toss it to Breida. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
2. 21. Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo. Good one, able to haul it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
49ers.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Alert!
On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's coming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 7.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch up, switch up. Shift, watch the shift. Quick there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Let's go, 30 base. Go. Now.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Go! 60 or.
Hey, 128. Single.
Hey, echo.
Choose the mic right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
36.
Hard.
Check 6 guys. Tighten up.
Hit it.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back, orbit.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Grant. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Ready. He runs. Down the tight. Down the tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Get it.
2nd and 9 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Here we go. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. So don't say nothing. 43 is the mic. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Hey. 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Hey, exit.
Tighten up.
There.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run again with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54.
13. Block.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
White. 11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, He says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll run on first down. Bradley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They better be careful just getting it back to the 1 yard line. This defense, they're smelling safety right now.
And this isn't all about the offensive line. This is about everyone understanding you're trying to get away from your own goal line. And those guys on the other side of the ball, they're going to actually call it and try and get upfield and try and get a safety. They've got to be extremely careful.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And a give this time to the tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
50, plant. Hey, Delta.
Now back to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
60 outlaw. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. You must be dreaming. 52's the mic, boy, 52. No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey,
from the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
13. 54. Mike. Hey, Wahoo.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Steele. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bradley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This quarterback now, still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's 1st down.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. All day, dog. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. You remember me?
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, it's Bradley. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up a throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in the team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a completion to Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch the screen. Check 3.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
65.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
12. 65.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Deuce. X3, 218, chopper.
Mike's 54.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
They're running it. Check it.
They run it with Breida. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Rip left, rip left. Slam, slam, slam.
Fight.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
You don't want no problems with me.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
21. Here we go. Kill. He's coming. We got double up.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
21.
He's crashing.
Hey, alert.
10, under 10. Check safety.
Now Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike, here we go,
The
here we go,
49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring a totally different style and a different flow.